Hi, I'm Chris and welcome to my channel, Synergistic Singing. You never need to change how you sound. You never need to change how you sound. The way you sound is a side effect. It's always a side effect of a movement. So without movement, there is no sound. There is no sound. Now you can move and not make a sound. You can even breathe and not make a sound. But you can't make a sound without something moving. So if you want to get better at singing, the worst thing you can do is get really focused on the sound and just hammer away and try to change the sound or chase the sound. Chasing a loud note, chasing a high note, a low note, getting in a tizzy trying to change the sound. Because the sound is just the side effect. You have to move first. So you always want to change your movement, and if you change the way you move, then the sound changes. And if you change how something is shaped, you can shape your vocal tract in your body in a million different ways. If you change the shape, then you're going to change the sound. So this is a whole lot like chasing your shadow, right? So if you chase your shadow, you're never gonna catch it. But if you just stand still and notice that the shadow is just a side effect of your own movement, then it starts to make a lot more sense why you can try and exercise a million times and it doesn't work. So when you're practicing how to sing, don't try to change the sound, try to change the movement and then see how it affects the sound. Here's a concrete example. I like to see these things in a sort of real life situation so that it makes practical sense instead of it just being like an idea, oh, you should change how you move. So here's a concrete example of where this would apply. Fun fact about singing, if you make a bigger space inside the mouth and throat in any way, you will have a resulting darker sound. Okay, so let's say, actually one more thing. If you make a smaller space in your mouth and throat, you will get a brighter sound. So big space, dark sound, small space, bright sound. Okay, just to get that clear. And there's a million different sounds in between those, but I did extremes so you can hear that clearly. Okay, so let's say that you're a country singer and you want to learn opera. Okay, so your habit is to have a smaller space inside the mouth and throat and also have a country accent. And let's say you're trying your very first opera-like sounding note, and every time you sing, you try at all, you still sound country, or you sound like something totally different. You don't sound like anywhere near classical. It just sounds the same, exactly the same. So you can keep singing the same note over and over and over again and getting crazy frustrated because you're trying to change the sound, but the sound is just the side effect of what you're doing in here. Or you can notice what you're doing on the inhale to prepare for the upcoming sound. So we can inhale with a big space, and that's gonna set us up to do a darker sound, or we can inhale with a smaller space, and that'll set us up to do a brighter sound. So if you pretend you're gonna yawn, you already have a larger space to start with. But if you're not paying attention to that super subtle movement of all the space opening inside before a note starts, then you might inhale in the same way that you would inhale for a country sound, which might feel like you're inhaling through a smaller space. And then the resulting sound that comes out keeps being the country sound. And we could flip this the other way around. So if you always take in, always create a big space, then you're never gonna sing country, right? So you have to figure out, is there a way to inhale through a smaller shape that feels really easy and really good, and then have a resulting sound that sounds like country. So this is what I mean. Your movement and your shape dictate the sound. So you always design and work with the quality of your movement and let go of the sound. The sound's just the outcome. That's just what happened. You plant the seed with your movement, and then the resulting flower is if all the other conditions work out. Now, of course, it does matter that you pay attention to the sound and you learn from it. The sound is like a mirror that says, or your shadow that says, hey, this is what you just did inside. But It shouldn't be the primary focus when you're working with vocal technique. I hope this video gives you some insights. I encourage you to take anything you want to learn in your singing and see if you can apply the same framework and see if it helps you. For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe, and for voice lessons either online or in my Austin, Texas studio, go to synergisticsinging.com/schedule a lesson. Thanks for watching.